Hi, this is Thomas Wing, and I'm here to talk about water pollution. This reckless behavior is simply unacceptable. He is polluting our clean, fresh water with his dirty urine. And his urine contains a lot of nitrogen. And when the nitrogen reaches the water, it creates excess nutrients which can cause eutrophication. And really, this makes me really mad. I really just want to punch this kid.
Whoa.
Okay.
So
Water quality. What is water quality? The definition of water quality is the suitability of water for a specific use. Uses include domestic, agricultural, recreation, and wildlife. Water pollution refers to the degradation of water quality. Water quality standards are set by the EPA. They must adhere to the provisions of the Clean Water Act of 1972. The number one water pollution problem is waterborne pathogens, aka disease-causing organisms. These diseases can cause cholera, typhoid fever, dysentery, and giardia. This is especially a problem in less developed countries where water sources are easily contaminated. Examples in U.S. include Streptosporidium outbreak in Milwaukee, which caused 100 deaths. So we have to keep this water clean because we don't want our children to be suffering from waterborne diseases. I mean, that would really be really bad. Another part of water quality is the nutrients. The two major nutrients in water are nitrogen and phosphorus, which are really important components of fertilizer. And these nutrients are pretty good, but excess nutrients stimulate algal blooms and can cause eutrophication. And when eutrophication occurs, algae die, and the bacteria that decompose dead algae use up oxygen.
Alright, we're here in the environment right now. We got nature all around us. And with that comes the benefits and problems of nature and the environment that we need to address as citizens of the earth. So what we got? We have eutrophication in the water, algal bloom. It's really not helping the plant and the wildlife and the organisms inside this lake, this pond.
Word.
And we see the turbidity. Look, the water looks nasty. It does not look like the water you drink out of the tap. And I think that's a problem we face as citizens of the earth, is that we don't respect the environment enough. You know, we don't respect it, and that's public service, man. You gotta respect the environment. You gotta give back. I mean, future generations are gonna count on us. Gonna count on us to make good decisions for the environment and save it.
Ways to improve conservation: agriculture, improve irrigation, drip instead of spray, irrigate at night to reduce evaporation, plant appropriate crops and reduce water subsidies, salinization, which is the buildup of salts or water due to evaporization, domestic conservation, efficient water fixtures and appliance, turn off water when not directly used, low flow toilets and showers, use gray, not potable water for plants and lawns, appropriate lawns plantings, and conserve water by turning off the tap when you don't need running water. This helps prevent water shortages. Be careful what you throw down the sink. Use environmentally household products, such as washing powder. Take great care not to overuse pesticides. And yeah.
BTW.
Yo, check yourself for ticks.
The number one way to conserve water is showering. I was gonna say, okay.
See,
Look at this. Look at this. People are just throwing their cigarettes away. It's just terrible.
for shame. Ziegler's been added in here. We got the Marlboros over there. Not cool. I mean, it's just not cool. People think they're hot shit. Hot crap. Yeah, it's really just not cool. I just don't like it. It just makes me sick. Every time I see all this trash, and you see like all this stuff. Look at that erosion right there. That's horrible. It's just really hurting the environment. It's horrible. I'm just like, would you want to live in that water? Actually, there's some fish there, so it kind of makes me look stupid. But look at those fish. They're not living a happy life. They're really sad. They look really sad. These are living in really, really bad water.
Amen.
It's just miserable. Makes me cry every time. Gotta learn to respect the environment like it's yourself. What we got here? Oh, we got just so much algal bloom. It's just nasty. It breaks my heart every time I see that.
It's just so eutrophied.
It's just horrible. It's horrible. And then we got these like nice leaves growing on the side. You can really see. Look at these nice leaves. Look at how nice they are. It's so great for catching the sun's rays in the water and growing using photosynthesis and other. Oh, you can just taste that. You can just taste it.
By the way, photosynthesis converts sunlight and CO2 and H2O to create glucose, which is the main source of plants' energy.
And what does cellular respiration do, Thomas?
The exact opposite. It uses glucose and
hold on, let me stop here.
oxygen.
All right, we got some deer tracks right here. You can see right here. This is a deer track. This is probably a big deer. We can tell that there's some wildlife activity in this area. We can probably assume that they're feeding off the grasses and some other stuff around here because deer are vegetarians. But also you can see the amount of just erosion. Like, why is there so much mud here? It's erosion, man. We got some gravel over here. And that was just everything's running down here and just messing up the environment down here. I mean, the deer are trying to eat and survive, and they're getting messed up by the humans, man. It sucks. Alright, so next thing we're talking about on water quality is erosion. And you can see this is a pretty hilly area. We got hills going on from either side coming into this creek. And so you can see also there are a bunch of trees and things to stop the dirt from coming down when it rains. So if somewhere were to cut down the trees like they cut down Thomas, you'd probably get a much dirtier water quality. It'd be much harder for these fish here to live, for the water skirters to live. It'd be a much harsher environment, and water quality wouldn't be as good for the people who like to come down here. Aesthetically, would not look great. People wouldn't be coming down the Cedar Falls trails. So, main point is, you gotta keep the trees there to prevent erosion from coming down, including the water and lessening the water quality. And yeah, keep the trees, keep the water quality. That's how you do it. Environment 101.
These parks and water have many uses, one of them being recreation.
This is so fun. I'm having a lot of fun right now.
Okay. Look at this beautiful waterfall. It's just so aesthetically pleasing to the ecosystem. But this guy, he's just destroying it with all his runoff. It just really pisses me off.
Yeah, look at that erosion.
Look at all that erosion.
You gonna say something?
This is reckless behavior. These people have no care for the ecosystem whatsoever.
God! Woo!
Oh my. This is an example of a very wonderful, awesome human being taking care of nature and really appreciating.
Damn it, that's poison ivy!
What up? I'm Thomas. I'm gonna talk some more about water. Water, water, water. I use water a lot in my life, such as when I brush my teeth. I also use water to shower. And I use water to flush the toilet. We Chapel Hillians have a bodacious amount of water. Unfortunately, many people in less developed countries don't have the same benefits as we do. 1 billion people lack access to clean water. That's a B to the I to the LLION. 3.4 million people die each year from a water-related disease. That's almost the size of the entire Los Angeles. Deaths from waterborne diseases kill one child every 15 seconds. There is clearly a global water crisis. So, you might be asking yourself, what can I do to create sustainable water use? One way to conserve water is to repair drippy faucets. A faucet that drips just once per second wastes 27,000 gallons of water annually. Did you know that turning off the tap saves 8 gallons of water per day if you do it before in the morning and before you go to sleep at night? And if you do the math, you would save over 200 gallons of water per month. That's more than the size of a fish tank that holds 6 small sharks. A hose weighs 6 gallons of water per minute. Use a bucket of water to wash your car. Take showers instead of baths. Showers use 10 to 25 gallons, while baths use 70 gallons. Remember, save water, save life, and save the world.
Alright, check it. Thanks for watching. This has been our PSA on the environment and water quality and what we need to do to fix it and the problems. Alright?
I'm T. Wang, aka Big Wang. This is Evan Ben Laywang, and we really hope you appreciated our very educational Apes video.
If you want to learn more or really want to help the environment, call 1-800-SAVE-RON, or you can contact Ron himself if you can find him.